Hi, everybody. Russ on the West End Network. Hope you're all safe and well. It's Hammer's Headlines in association with the KUMB.com boys. We've got a story, a transfer rumour story. We've got a internal rumour story, and we've got just a plea to several Premier League clubs. And we'll start with that one, I think. But if you're new around here, I said, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a good subscribe. Much appreciated. So do us a favour. Do us a favour, Premier League clubs, for once in your life. We've obviously we don't play the Premier League again until April the 2nd, with many of our relegation rivals playing once or twice in between that before we play Southampton on the 2nd of April. Now, worst case scenario, if they all win, we will be 19th, some 3 points clear of behind 18th and 17th, and then five. I think it'll be something like 5 or 6 points behind Crystal Palace and Wolves at the top of that sort of mini league that it is at the moment, of the sort of from about just below Villa, I'd say, down that sort of mini league now, with 3 places in the relegation zone. But there could be a scenario where West Ham end up going up. We are going up, so we are going up. Let me show you the scenario in all its glory. So let's do us a favour. So if this works, so obviously tonight we're playing Southampton, are playing Brentford at home. Ideally, you want them to lose or draw that one. Palace are away to Brighton, that weird derby they always have. Palace to lose that game on Friday. We've got Forest versus Newcastle. We want Newcastle to win that one, basically. We'll draw. Saturday, Bournemouth to lose away at Villa. That could happen. I think Leicester to lose or draw away at Brentford. That could happen. Southampton to lose or draw at home to Spurs. Yeah, Spurs will let us down. Wolves and Leeds to draw, or Wolves to win. Obviously, Wolves are playing Leeds. Everton to lose away to Chelsea, could happen. And Sunday, Palace to lose away to Arsenal, could happen. If the best case scenario of all these pan out, then not only will we remain out of the bottom 3 going into the international break, but we could even move up a place in the table, because any defeat by 2 goals for Leicester at Brentford would see the Hammers move above them to 16th. Woo! On goal difference. If Bournemouth, Leeds, and Southampton almost also fail to win. Should the results go in our favour, victory at home to Southampton on the 2nd of April after the international breaks could elevate us to the dizzy heights of 12th. There I am, of 12th, with a game in hand. That game in hand being Man City away, of course. So, clutching at straws somewhat, Russ? Yeah, quite possibly. I think we'll be somewhere in the middle. I don't think they'll all win. I don't think they'll all go that way. We'll be somewhere in the middle, and where we'll be, in it. The table doesn't lie. But I just thought it was quite interesting, because I was doing a doom and gloom sort of look at it the other day, and I thought, what happens if it's the other way? And so, yeah, 12th, eh? God dear. Oh dear, be getting nosebleeds to be so high up in the league. In terms of a story that's not going away, we did mention at the Daily Show about Sai Ben Rama, and apparently AC Milan looking at maybe a summer swoop. Believed West Ham looking for about 24, 26 million quid. But apparently they're looking at maybe doing a player plus 10, 15 million quid. We'll wait and see. Another one who's always in the back pages at the moment is Gianluca Scamacca, particularly the Italian back pages, with several clubs apparently lining up interest in him. We've had, what was the one we had the other day? Inter Milan looking at him and giving us Eden Hazard, the 37-year-old Eden Dzeko, rather. Eden Hazard, a 36-year-old. The Gazzetta dello Sport reckon that the 36-year-old could be a London Stadium bound and uses a sweetener in a deal that would see Scamacca head in the opposite direction. Great. I mean, he scored 118 goals and 55 assists in 259 games for Roma before joining Inter Milan. He scored 384 goals in 846 games for his club and country, but he's played almost 850 games. And he'll be 37 before the start of the season. Don't think so. But I've seen worse. I have seen worse. Well, Teddy Sheringham played into his 40s at West Ham, didn't he? Another report also suggests that that Roma could be interested in him, and potentially, Tammy Abrahams for plus 30 million for Scamacca plus 30 million for Tammy Abrahams. There's going to be plenty, there's going to be plenty of potential sort of suitors for Gianluca. I'm going to do a rant about him a bit later on tonight. Apparently, on the back, what was it on? There was a new article I was reading the other day. Where is it? 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 It was in the press. It was about Scamacca. Apparently, we know that Scamacca is highly rated by the Italian international boss Roberto Mancini. He's a big fan of the 6'5" striker, and he sent a clear message to Moyes over the whole situation, saying that Scamacca starts for every top team in Italy as a new claim over his future. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm going to have a look at some of these dates a bit later on, and I'll do a little bit of a rant about him later on. And then a potential win. We always like a potential win. We always like ticking them over. Apparently, West Ham have been accredited with interest for Norwich City midfielder Gabriel Sara, whilst Atletico Madrid and RB Leipzig are apparently also in pursuit. The 23-year-old has featured 30 times for the Canaries this season since arriving from Sao Paulo in the summer for an 8-figure fee. According to report from Football Insider, Norwich will accept any suitable offers for the young midfielder when the summer transfer window opens. And obviously, a move to England's top flight is also thought to be tempting to the 23-year-old. That's if West Ham there. And should Norwich not secure a place in the Premier League themselves, it remains in what remains of the Championship campaign, then they could be looking to move him on. He could be looking to move on as well. And also that relies on West Ham being in the Premier League as well. Apparently, a fee between 25 and 30 million quid could be enough to tempt the Canaries into parting company with Sara if they remain a Championship club. He is going to be, he's going to have a good future ahead of him, there's no doubt. And I think he'll quickly adapt to Premier League football in terms of how quickly he's adapted to the Championship, particularly. It's no surprise that there'll be further interest from other clubs as well in him. He's got excellent technical ability, intelligence, maturity. He's also one of these sort of typical South American style players who's, when he's out of possession, he's relentless. A bit like how Paqueta likes to get involved. He likes to get involved as well, works very hard for his side to win the ball back. Obviously, Norwich are somewhat in a position of power because they can demand a high fee. They don't need to accept anything lower than their initial value for Gabriel. But, particularly with maybe quite possibly Declan Rice moving on, it could be it's obviously not going to be a household name, but I think him alongside a bigger, in an ideal world, someone like Milenkovic, Savic or JWP, him and, plus the likes of Flynn Down still around. And, I think that would be somewhat of an ample replacement, particularly for Declan Rice. I don't think it's one player. I think it's several players to help benefit the quality of the squad, particularly the likes of Lanzini maybe moving on as well in the summer, and several sort of first teamers, previously regular first teamers coming to the end of their contracts as well. And that's it, my friends. So take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble. Thursday, don't forget tomorrow. It's AK Larnaca, isn't it? In the last 16, second round, and obviously the draw will be taking place on the 19th, on the Friday, for example, the 17th. So we'll be doing all that coverage as well. Take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble. Keep the faith, my friends. Come on, you irons, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.